Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Hey, what's up? Good morning. We're all breathing a little easier right now, right?
Oh, I can live.
Just a little bit.
Fair
Just a
statement.
little
God damn.
Even with this gosh damn weather,
Yeah, the
I'm done
weather
with
is
it.
horrible.
I'm going to get on it. I'm telling you, all you people, give me more summer. Screw you. Fast forward 3 weeks. I don't want any more of this
Yes.
shit.
Pretty
No
bad.
more.
Sean, this is what they call the dog days or something.
It is, dude. Like the next 3 weeks are miserable.
Yeah.
Because you're waiting for so many things. By the way, KG in the house, JB in the house.
Jake Bizzle.
Look at Ryan in the big chair.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
What's
See,
up?
even Ryan was sitting there going, "Look, I'm a soccer guy. Soccer starts firing up. Hey, I'm feeling you right now. The next 3 weeks, fast forward." And I know I can hear people, especially you teachers, shout out.
Shout out.
Lots of love for you guys. I know you want your summer. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I want week 0. I want to head to the cider mill. I want to put a sweatshirt on. I know that's not a while away, but enough of this 90-degree stuff.
You
too.
also want to
Jeez.
take your pants off, so.
Well, that's.
I mean, that's
I've been
every
feeling
day.
Thursday night. What happened?
Yeah.
Mom, Dad's pants are off again. Yeah, nobody needs that. Yeah, we're all breathing a little easier right now.
Yes.
KG, we were talking about it, okay?
Yep.
It's a game.
It is.
It's a game. I'm not going to turn it into something that it isn't. It was one game. All right? That was weird. It was one game. But we all needed it.
No, absolutely.
We needed that.
You'll take them any way you can get them at this point. And listen, I didn't want to come in here and be like, oh, Gleyber Torres was your only source of offense, and you still ended up losing because you had to send Diedrich Hands out there because your new reliever couldn't get the job done. You know, thank God that they were able to get away with this win. And not only that, they kind of opened the floodgates. The offense did show you something. Yes, it was all in one inning, but hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. I think the main thing for this team now is that you have to stack wins. You absolutely have to. You're going against a Diamondbacks team that's in the process of selling right now, and you don't want the conversation, because we quickly forget we did win a game throughout this tough stretch, but you don't want the conversation to become, okay, they've lost 12 of their last 14. You don't want that. So let's stack some wins. Let's get back right. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come, but it's all incumbent on the offense, man. I feel like the pitching will be there. They will get better. It's just all about the bats, man. They got to keep the runs going.
Terrified about the bullpen.
Yes.
Absolutely
At this
terrified.
point, I don't blame you.
I mean, just and it's so funny. You go back to a year ago, man. We were so blessed with that bullpen. Bo Brisky.
Yeah.
We were KG. I remember you and I going, let's just have a Bo Brisky parade.
Yeah,
let's just
for
go
real.
down
He
Woodward
was
all
looking
the way
like
down.
Mariano.
Right. Let's just right down. I mean, dude, night in, night out. Again, I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. It was a win. It was nice. What do you do for an encore? Go out and beat a less than 500 Diamondbacks team. Beat them 2 or 3. Take the series. As you, KG, I like stack the wins,
You have
stack
to.
the series wins. That's how the Tigers got in the position that they're in to begin with.
You have to, and then you're looking at a series after this Diamondback series to start them up for August. You're going against the Phillies. So you can be right back in that hole if you don't take advantage of this window right now to get some momentum behind you. You know, get those wins behind you. And remember the team that you were for the first 100 games of this season. I mean, this Tigers team is far from done. They still have one of the biggest leads. I think they have the biggest lead amongst all of the other division leaders right now, sitting at 8 games. So even with this terrible 2 weeks of baseball that we've seen, the Tigers are still in an advantageous position. You just need them to remember who the hell they are and continue to go out there and play better baseball than we've seen.
You know what's funny? We have this chat with the whole Woodward gang, right?
Yeah.
And we oftentimes we chat each other during the game and all that. And literally, Brady sent a chat, maybe I don't know, about Nah, it says the game was at 140, 2:15, whatever. It was about the 5th inning. And like we were all sitting in the chat going, okay, this is a chore. We're back to like watching the Tigers is a chore again. The second that I sent a text, I kid you not, I don't know if you guys were like in it at that moment. The second that I sent a text saying, this is just bad, okay? Glaber hit a home run. So I had to reply to myself first, and I said, shut up, bitch. Because it really, before somebody else could jump on me, because like almost instantaneously, Glaber hit that home run. And I don't know about you guys, it really was like Ryan, I was sitting at home watching that game. I'm one of those dialed-in guys, man. If they're on, chances are I'm watching all 9 innings, okay? And then some. Ryan, it was one of those things, I don't know if you were watching the game live. When he hit the homer, like that's literally what my body did, man. It was just like, okay, we needed that, and it wasn't a solo shot. It was a 3-run shot. That's how desperate things became, man.
Yeah, I did not watch it live. I was I had a surprise, my uncle's surprise 80th birthday party.
Oh, shut up!
Nice.
So
Yeah.
but I remember checking the score in like the 8th inning, and you were right, sigh of relief, like they're gonna get a win here. And it's just nice, like looking at my phone, just like calm down, because we were getting killed by the Blue Jays, and even like just a lot of dumb plays the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Even before the All-Star break against the Mariners, it was like 15-1, like some of the games, but no, just a big sigh of relief, calm down. But one thing I was thinking of is like, can we light a fire under this team somehow? Like, should the Tigers just get into a fight and just
benches clear,
bullpens clear,
okay.
just light a fire? Like, I was thinking about this when going back to college basketball season with Michigan. I still think that logo thing was planned, and it lit a fire under the team. They won the Big Ten tournament, made the Sweet 16, but that lit a fire under the team. Get into a fight. Can the Tigers just like fight a team, and maybe that gets everything going, like gets everyone pissed off again?
You know what's funny? I know we were talking about this last week. AJ doesn't seem like the guy, and I'm not in the inner sanctum. Okay, nobody is. I love when people, speak definitively about stuff like that. I'm not in the inner sanctum. AJ doesn't seem like the guy that's going to peel the paint off the wall.
He's
okay?
not fiery like that.
He just, but I got to be honest with you. I don't know what loss I was listening to. It was either Friday or Saturday, and I was listening to some post-game comments. It reminded me of back in the day why I would get so pissed off listening to John Joseph Harrington after Lions losses.
Yeah.
It really did. He wasn't going full everything is awesome Legoland song stuff, but it was just like, hey man, tomorrow we just have to turn the page. We have to find a way. And it was like I was sitting there listening to Joey Blue Skies,
Yeah.
It's a teachable moment. We're going to learn from this. And I would scream. When does class end?
Right.
Okay, I've learned about losing. Like not only in this era, my whole life. When does class end? And I was starting to get that vibe out of AJ. And it was just like, okay, it's not good. And again,
I don't know if it was that bad.
Listen, KG, love the guy.
Yeah,
I
of course.
Both things can be true. I was starting to get a little tired of some of the talk after these losses, but at the same time, I wasn't going sour on him. It was just like, come on, something else has to happen. And I think we make too big of a deal about closed door meetings and things like that.
Yeah.
I really think we make too big of a deal. But as the losing, to use your term, stacked up, I got tired of hearing the same things after the losses for some of the reasons that Ryan just said.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the bad baseball. It was the dumb. The dumb really attached itself to some of these losses, man. Some of those, what are you doing? The torque play, what were you trying to accomplish here? Things like that. So when the losses start and when they start stacking up, then that frustration starts stacking up from every damn corner of the fandom.
Right. And I wouldn't call. Well, I know you're not comparing AJ to Joey Harrington.
No.
I can understand the sentiment, because when you're losing, you really don't want to hear shit, especially coach speak and repeated coach speak. And that's just something that AJ does. He's gonna go up there. He's gonna give you coach speak. But I do feel in a way that he was just. he wasn't trying to overcomplicate the message at that point, because when you're going through a slump like this, but you know you're capable of coming out of it, a lot of the stuff that he was up there saying, as much as we might not have liked it and as simple as it may have been, he was probably right about most of that stuff, because this is a team, once again, that got to the position that they're in, being themselves, playing a style of baseball that A.J. Hinch has been fully behind. Like, you know, the way they run the base paths, the way they are aggressive offensively, and the way they've played defense this year, you got to give them credit. A.J. gets a lot of credit for that as well, but when you're losing, nobody wants to hear that stuff, man. But I knew they'd be okay. And I'm not up here trying to pimp the 8-game streak still. I get it. This is still a team to not necessarily be concerned about, but you have to watch them at this point, because they did lose a sizable advantage in their lead. But overall, I think AJ is doing what he's supposed to be doing. And, I mean, I know it didn't sound the best during that time. But, I mean, a win, hopefully, like I said, you can stack them up and you get right back where you need to be.
We needed good Jack, too.
Oh, yeah.
We needed good Jack.
He was a regular cop yesterday.
Yeah.
He made no arrest. He didn't cause no damage. It was beautiful to see Jack back in Jack Flaherty mode.
All right, I got to ask you guys, too. I know we're coming up against a break, and this is my promise to poor JB every day, and I usually fail miserably. But Happy Gilmore, too. Got to get your thoughts. And if you're in the chat, don't forget you can go to the head of the line in the chat with a super chat. I don't know who's keeping tabs on that today. Somebody keep an eye on the chats and
JB got you.
Let me know. Ryan, maybe you can do that as well. We'll get to that after the break. The Detroit Lions are king in this town.
Oh, you know it.
Even when they sucked, they were king in this town, okay? And let's face it, most of the things they've done the last couple years have been spot on. By the way, Fan Day today, that's always fun. Mm-hmm. Man, I remember there was a different buzz, there was a different vibe when that place was packing cat. Back in the day when I was going 3-4 times a week, man,
right.
that there was a different vibe when those stands were full. Most everything that they've done has worked, right? The last couple of years, especially from a PR department. I mean, I don't know who got in there and just fixed PR.
Yeah.
But they
a model organization now.
My gosh.
You almost forget about the almost 70 years of obscurity.
With the exception, perhaps, of the new mascot. Did you guys see the new mascot?
They replaced Rory?
No, Rory's still there. But
Okay.
there's a new mascot.
Huh.
I'm not making this up.
That's not a cheerleader.
Junior Rory.
Junior
Rory.
Did you see that, JB?
I did not actually.
Let me
see
see.
it.
Let me search this up.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Total miss.
Why do we need a junior Rory?
Total miss. Like total. And it was funny because like I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was Twitter. They did, hey, give it up for Junior Rory, and you could like see people looking around like
what?
What are we doing here?
What is
okay,
that?
yeah, Junior Rory. I put it in the chat, like for all the dudes that stay up late. I'm one of those guys. I stay up late, even though I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm a dumbass, and I'm up at 1 o'clock. So we were chatting about it in the Woodward chat the other night. Honest to God, maybe the reason that it's not out there in full effect is because they realized the second that they introduced it, that was really dumb.
Yeah, maybe.
That was a miss.
But the fans are going to eat anything up at this point because the team's so good.
100%.
Imagine if we were losing and they rolled out Rory Jr.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
Have a fucking field day
Oh,
in this
my
town.
gosh. Oh.
I remember them days,
I do see
man.
Junior Rory. It's
And that's
that makes sense.
And that's the thing. Like what you just, it's not Rory Jr.
Yeah.
It's Junior Rory.
Oh, my God. Junior Rory.
Oh, it was.
How about we add more cheerleaders?
If you can find a picture of that, JB, I was dumbfounded. I was like, all right,
I'm trying
for a franchise that is hit
got you, JB.
in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Boy, was that a miss.
Yeah, no, it kind of reminds me of earlier this year, with the Pistons. The Motor City Cruise, they unveiled a new mascot, and it was allegedly Hooper's son. So, yeah, they went and got a miniature horse, and he had red and blue on him, and it was just like, what are we doing this for?
Well,
I don't
Get Junior
understand.
paws as well.
And you just like look, the black jerseys, right? And I don't think I don't like the black jerseys.
I know you don't.
And I'll explain what it really is. It really is flashbacks to a bad era for me.
Yeah.
I have no. Openly admit it. It has nothing to do with this. It is Mike Williams. It is
I hear you.
we're building something special here. It was all that stuff.
Right. Roy Williams first down.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I get it.
Hey, the Lions are down 31-7, but there's Roy. Yeah. Listen, we're at the point right now, KG. The Lions could roll out with their new jersey, okay? And it could be bright pink with green polka dots all over it. And this fan base, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna shut the
That's
hell up.
hot. Right. Aura. Right. That's the shit that's where we're at with the Detroit Lions right now. I got a feeling people aren't feeling this Junior Rory stuff.
Yeah,
Just
and they
go out on a limb.
They may not be, but I mean, the main goal is Lions football. People just want to be back in the atmosphere. They want a taste of, you know, that taste that we had last year where we were top of the fucking division. We were just top of the world, really, and then you got smacked in the playoffs. So I'm really looking forward to this Lions season. Like I said, it don't matter what they do at this point. I'm all in for football.
Junior Rory.
Look at that thing.
Oh my God!
What are we doing?
That's
What are we even
horrible.
doing?
That's aura right there, guys. Aura.
Some Mufasa and Simba, like what the fuck is that? That is horrible. Did they made him look like not fierce at all? Like I don't. That's not. I'm not rocking. What's up, JB?
I said it's kid friendly. That's what it.
I guess, man. Junior Rory, it makes sense, but yeah, I'm good. I'm
gonna have to take a pass on that one, man.
All right,
That's
Sean,
sorry.
like get off my lawn.
Yeah, that's a miss. That's a Rory. You can hang on my lawn. Junior Rory, no.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that.
Nah, I'm straight too. I'm straight too. But Sean, come on, man. We one of the top teams in the NFC. It don't matter, man.
See, that's exactly it.
It don't matter.
Right. We could, like, literally, we could come out with a little porcupine. Oh, what a cute little porcupine. Don't get too close. And, man, that's aura. I love that.
Yeah,
I'm going to start using aura.
Big
aura.
Big aura. Shout out Flannel Sam.
All right, listen, lots of Lions stuff to get to. When we come back, want to ask you guys, in this room, only a couple of us saw Happy Gilmore. We'll get into that as well. JB, I will say this before we go to the break.
What's up?
I cannot believe the cameos in that movie, and some of the cameos from some of the biggest names in golf having a prominent, not just showing up, prominent part in that movie.
They are in this movie.
And Eminem got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he did.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, listen, you guys, he got his ass kicked. All right, where are we going, JB?
Over to me for a Mad Packs.
Hey,
Mad Packs. JB here to talk to you about Mad Packs, the hottest new cannabis brand, and they have partnered with us here at Woodward Sports. They launched their new brand back in May, but that is available right now at many retailers. They got the high-low, getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. Kool-Aid's favorite, KG's favorite, that Boom Shakalaka, the live resin infused tarantula, and that one is the bomb. Blizzard Packs, THCA boom rocks that hit like a blizzard. Stay tuned with us here at Woodward Sports for more details.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Your boy KG is here to tell y'all about Les Stanford Buick and GMC because they have great offers for everyone right now today. Get to a Les Stanford near you to get a 2025 EV SUT lease special for only $599 per month, of course, with tax, or try out the 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $699 a month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation lease special for only $169 a month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick and GMC for all lease specials. Go to lesstanford.com.
All right, welcome back in. Glad you could join us on a Monday morning. Gang is all here. Maz on vacation, so Ryan's sitting in the big chair. All right, I got to ask you guys, and if people jumped in the chat, we'd love to get your thoughts as well. Ryan, keep an eye on that and see if anybody... All right, JB, you and I are the only ones that saw it.
Yep.
I'm going to let you go first. Your thoughts on Happy Gilmore 2.
JB finna hate, I already know.
It's not hate.
Big
it's just
hate
criticism. Like, look, you know how nostalgic the original Happy Gilmore is. You know we hold that up to high standards. This just seemed like it was a little bit of a money grab. Kind of cringy, and I don't even use that word a lot either, but it was cringy at parts because you're flashing back to the first movie. If you're really a fan of it, you don't need to flashback, let's be honest.
True.
And there's 74 cameos of celebrities in this movie.
Is that how many? Wow.
74.
No shit.
Someone counted. There's 74 cameos, and it was like, you just didn't need it. The story was somewhat good, but you just hated parts of it. The parts of it were a joke, pretty much, and I had so much high expectation just because of the previous projects Adam Sandler's worked on and he's done. This one should have been like, all right, you hold this close to your heart to try and make it better, but it just wasn't. It was just bad.
You know what's funny? I laughed. I liked it.
Yeah.
I would tell both of you, like, JB, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No.
I'm almost hearing from JB, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, don't waste your time.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far. But I would also tell you there's a real good chance you're going to watch it once and you may never watch it again.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Like Happy Gilmore, Happy Gilmore's one. We could almost make like the pantheon of movies that when they're on, you just leave it on, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Okay, I'm flipping around. Ooh, Shawshank's on. I don't care what time of what part of the movie it's in.
Yeah,
it's on.
Of course.
Happy Gilmore's like that, right?
Yeah.
Billy Madison's another one.
Yes.
Another Sandler. Okay, all right, he's in 5th grade. I got to leave this on. Oh, Doyle rules. So it's one of those things where, do you know what was really unnecessary to me? The whole Ben Stiller angle.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
It was unfunny. How do you make Ben Stiller unfunny?
That's crazy.
It was unfunny. I laughed. I knew it. I think for me, JB, I went in knowing it was probably going to be a train wreck.
Thank you.
So I wasn't expecting Godfather 2.
Of course.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah,
you have to lower your expectations with movies like this. And I always say when they take way too long to make a sequel to anything, it's one, like you said, a cash grab, but two, like they're doing it for nostalgia, and that's why they had so many cuts to the first movie. Is to try and keep that nostalgia alive, and for any casual fans that may be new to the series, they want to kind of give you a excerpt of what the old movies were like. But we all knew it was gonna be like not what the first one was. The first one was a cult classic, and they waited way too long to do it.
Yeah.
So just like JB, what was your expectations going in?
Well, I didn't have high expectations, but at the same time, I'm like, it's Adam Sandler. He has a pretty good production company.
He does.
He can come up with a good classic idea for this movie, and it was like you mixed in a good idea with just, all right, let's throw as many jokes in here as we can.
It was
to try to make it even out.
It was stupid, but I would at the same time I would tell you honestly, KG and Ryan, watch it. Watch it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't know how many
You have
times,
to.
but I'm definitely gonna watch it.
It's Godfather 2 really is like the poster child for a great sequel, and so many people think it's better than the original. You weren't gonna get that here, okay?
No, of course not. Not even close.
I didn't realize how campy it would be. I didn't realize that that the golfers, like legitimate golfers, if you're big into golf,
Oh yeah, this is.
they're
movie
not
for you.
just cameos,
Yeah,
okay?
real.
Like these dudes,
They are in this.
They're
movie
in the movie,
for
man.
a long
Yeah.
period of time too, so to the point where it's like, all right, I think Adam Sandler and the golfers are kind of competing for screen time.
Shooter McGavin was outstanding. I did enjoy all the Shooter McGavin stuff.
How do you not? Shooter McGavin.
I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy that, but there were holes. There
Yes.
were holes. This is not gonna be any thoughts on there, Ryan? You seen anything in the chat? Anybody chiming in?
I do see Freddie Felt. Shout out Freddie Felt 313.
What up, Freddie?
My guy. I really enjoyed it. The third act was a bit surreal, but it didn't deter me from enjoying it. And also Adam Shally in the chat. I heard Happy Gilmore 2 was terrible. And our Chuck voice. Terrible.
Terrible.
I don't know if I'd call it terrible.
What would you, all right, out of 5, what would you give it? 1 being horseshit, and that's probably what JB would give it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And 5 being the best shit you ever saw.
2.5.
2.5?
Because
Borderline horseshit.
You know what? It was the nostalgia hit. There weren't a lot of new laughs. The Eminem cameo was just weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. You saw the scene?
I did see the scene.
It
yeah,
was
weird.
It wasn't even funny. It was
Yeah.
it was just kind of weird.
He did look like the previous guy, though. I will give him that.
1,000%.
He looked just like the guy.
And how M got hyped like that too.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. I was sitting there going, all right, that's
right.
you
They
know,
got Eminem out the house. You know it's real.
I was telling the kids, and shout out to D-Mac, of
Shout
course,
out.
here on Woodward Sports. I was covering the Red Wings that was like very early in my career, and it was shortly after Happy Gilmore came out. And I swear to God, I heard "You suck, you jackass" so many times in the Red Wings locker room back then. It's always going to remind me of like Mac and that era of the Red Wings. You suck, you jackass. You'd hear it like
Jackass.
across the locker room and everything. So, but okay, hear me out. I wasn't a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not going to watch it again.
I hear you.
But you guys should watch it.
Does
that make
watch
sense?
it.
No,
Yeah.
it makes perfect
Okay,
sense.
all
You
right.
gotta watch it just because of the first one and the nostalgia. I think you have to. Was Boban in the movie? I think I saw him in a trailer, right?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, Boban was.
Yeah.
Boban.
It kind of reminded me of like Coming to America too.
I don't want to
Like-
tell you how he was. I don't want to give too
Right.
much
Yeah,
away.
don't
I
give
don't want to
away.
give too
I
much
got a
away.
good idea of what type of character he was playing.
Come on,
in
it's
the-
Boban.
Yeah, let's be honest. Let's be real.
It was. Listen, it was. JB, it was a perfect fit.
It was,
the,
too.
the role he was playing.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a callback to one of the minor characters in the first one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
That's
got
what I
you.
thought.
JB, from horse shit to 5, what do you think it is? Because we didn't get your rating on it.
If I give it a 3, that's too high. So I got to go with Sean at 2.5.
2.5.
2.5. Like, go see it, go watch it, give us your own thoughts about it. But at the same time, like, I just was not feeling it at all.
Borderline horse shit from both of you.
It
Got
was. It was one of those movies. I'll be honest with you. I watched with the kids. My daughter checked out with about an hour to go. Like
Yeah.
she literally she got up and started doing things, and
Yeah.
I was like, and she goes, nah,
Yeah.
like that. My kid and I. Well, I mean our maturity age is probably 9 anyway, both my son and I. So Lauren is my daughter's infinitely more mature than I.
Yeah.
Because my son and I are 9, we found ourselves giggling until the very end.
And it's Adam Sandler. Like,
Right,
his style is
right.
comedy. Like, how do you not laugh
Yeah,
at it?
yeah,
Like,
and it's not going to be real deep, okay?
no, it's not. It's
gonna
not
be-
at all. We know that.
But watch it. For nostalgic reasons only, there just wasn't a whole lot of redeeming out of it, and I guess I knew that going in. That's why I
knew
can't
that.
piss on it too much.
That's
you know?
why when I watch it, it ain't gonna phase me at all. Like you said, it'll be a one and done. It'll be cool. I seen it. Like I said, much like Coming to America 2 disappointed me. But I didn't expect that much because it took them 20 fucking years to make a sequel.
You had to. That's another one. I had to see it.
Yeah.
I had to. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was, but
Not the worst movie I ever seen, but pretty
Right.
bad.
It was pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I expected that.
All right, lots of Lions. 3 days we get to watch the Lions.
Oh my God.
3 days.
That is nuts, bro.
3 days.
3 days.
Like legitimately 3 days from now. And I know many of you aren't going to watch long. I've been saying it. I just want to hear that. Dun, 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 and just get me all hyped up. Right, just get me all hyped up. But, hey, if you're going down there, I'm telling you, it's a blast. Yeah. Seriously, and if maybe you got a chance to go down there, I would recommend it to any football fan, let alone Lion fans, which I know all of you are. Fantastic time down there in Canton, Ohio, I swear. Lots of Lions when we come back. JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Black Rock.
I can talk about Black Rock. What a great spot. There's one right near me, right across from 12 Oaks Mall. Black Rock's 8 weeks of giveaways rolls on with week 2. Congrats to our Tigers ticket winner, Chris Raddick from Canton.
Shout out.
And now you could win filet for a year. How good does that sound? There's one free 8-ounce filet entree every month. Enter by scanning the QR code. Every entry gets you a shot at the grand prize. 4 tickets to the home football opener on September 14th. Ready, set, sizzle. Make it your way. Medium rare, or in my case, rare medium. Come on, gotta give me that pink, baby. You can do it your way at Black Rock.
That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
All right, sports fans, whether you're hitting the game or simply chilling at home, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest line of recreational cannabis products, 27 locations across the state, 9 alone in Metro Detroit, so you're never too far away from a Jars near you. But don't fear, because if you live in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, Michigan, stores are popping up your way very, very soon. If you don't have time to check out all their products in store, check them out online at jarscannabis.com or check out their Instagram at jars_life, because I know you want to get high.
All right, welcome back in. Glad you could join us Monday morning. Don't forget, you want to get your thoughts in some of the things we've been talking about Tigers weekend. Obviously, the Happy Gilmore, I don't want to say debacle, but I'm going to say debacle. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you to watch it.
Borderline dog shit.
Yeah, get in. It really is. Get in with your super chat. Back Together weekend. JB, what do you got for us?
Oh, all these nice little videos we got from Back Together weekend.
Hey.
The fans were invited out to and out to see as well.
The NFL.
Great time. I'm telling you guys, seriously, if you haven't had a chance to get out there yet, I know it's difficult.
Very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
It's all sold out today. You know, I was listening on the way in. One of the stations were talking about how, fans were running in. I was listening to the news station. Fans were running in trying to get their spot. That's just the way it is. Look, they've always been the king of this town. The one thing about this franchise, other than for very brief moments, this franchise has been immune from fan revolt. Okay? That's the difference between the Detroit Lions and everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody, including the biggest brand around here by a mile, the Big Block M.
Yeah.
And I say that with a tip of the cap, like respect, okay? This is a franchise. I can only remember 2 times, like seriously, where people were just like, okay, enough, something's got to change.
The Millen March, I would consider that a fan revolt, and I don't remember anyone previous to that, but I know we had some pretty rough years in the 90s.
Pre-Barry, the season before pre-Barry, people just stopped going to the games. Like if you looked at the attendance, go back and look at the 88 attendance.
Yeah.
Even what was reported and what were 2 different numbers. People, that was like a revolt. And then, of course, they picked a guy named Barry Sanders, and nobody wanted to miss the games anymore.
Right.
You know what But you're talking about a franchise that it was already powerful enough, but with as good as they are, good luck getting tickets now. Good luck getting into camp, Whereas even with Michigan, JB, I think you can talk about things like this now. Before people thought that we were taking shots at Michigan, KG, you've had enough success where I'm coming from you in an honest place.
Of course, yeah.
2014, you guys had enough.
Oh, yeah.
That was buy a Pepsi, get 2 tickets to this game, or get 2 tickets to that
kicked in at the
right. And those are things that we really didn't see with this Lion franchise. What you got, Ryan?
Yeah, I just did some research there. So the Silverdome fit around 82,000. The average attendance for that 1988 season was 37,000. That's a
you guys, it was a revolt.
Yeah.
I went to a game that year. I think it was against the Jets, and I don't know if you can look. As God is my witness, the place was. It was maybe a 4th full.
Jesus.
Maybe a 4th full. It was for the first time. The thing that people don't understand. I have this conversation with my kid all the time. KG, are you old enough to remember blackouts?
Yo, yeah, what?
Someone just
Me
said
and
that
my
in the
dad
chat.
used to literally listen in the 2000s. The blackouts were very, very strong. Me and my dad would listen to Dan and Killer in the car because there was no other outlet. Like you said, unless you were really trying to go downtown and watch a game, you really could not watch Lions games.
People do not my kid looks at me because, shocker, right?
Yeah.
I fuck with my kids so much that like I'm my own worst enemy now.
Right.
I'm like the boy who cried wolf, right? I've told him so much bullshit.
Back in my day.
So when I explained blackouts, he legitimately thought I was doing boy who cried wolf.
It's a foreign concept to people of this generation.
Yeah, Dad, the Lions weren't on TV.
Yeah, shout out to...
No, they weren't.
No, really, they weren't.
And back then, you didn't have another outlet to go watch the Lions for real. Like, in today's society, you can stream a game easy. All you got to do is look up a web browser. You'll find a stream of somebody's game. It was no other option back then. It was either TV or radio. That was your only options. Oh, my God. Please don't take me back to those days.
Yeah, shout out to What Up Though with Detroit Gunny, who literally just said this before you mentioned it, Sean. Who remembers when the Lions had blackouts and couldn't watch the game locally? I can't say I've experienced that here in my 22 years. I've never experienced
my kid,
it.
Man, going through some times.
I'm too young.
There was a Monday night game when I was a kid. I don't remember the year. I apologize, but this one I remember in particular. It was Lawrence Taylor, like prime Lawrence Taylor in the New York Giants on a Monday night game, and we couldn't watch it.
Wow.
We couldn't watch it
on a Monday night game.
Monday night game.
That's nuts.
The Eric Hipple game. Now I'm going way back. Like if you're number one, if you're an old school guy, you'll remember it. Or if you're all in on Lion history. This young quarterback by the name of Eric Hipple came in and lit up the Bears.
Yeah.
Wasn't on TV.
Oh my God.
Wasn't on TV.
Of course
I
not.
was that kid, my old man is like, it's 9:30, get your ass to bed. Okay, Dad. And I'd have the transistor radio underneath the pillow listening to it.
Awesome.
And I'm listening to Eric Hipple throw 4 touchdowns and run for 2 touchdowns. He had like this mad game. You couldn't even watch it on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as crazy as it was.
And shout out to Peaceful Tim in the chat. The blackout days were awful. Eric Allen, even if you had the DirecTV NFL pass, it was still blacked out
Really?
because
Yep.
you were still in the Detroit market.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's
You guys can look this up. I think it was a 75-mile radius. Like any station within 75 miles of where your stadium was located could not play it. So if you're down in Toledo and it was like 75 miles away from the Silverdome, the Toledo affiliate could get it, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is
I think that's
outrageous.
what it was.
How can Toledo get the game, but Detroit cannot?
It was
like, that's nuts.
Dude, it was insanity. And again, you're not talking about like what Ryan was talking about. You're not talking about Ford Field, 65,000. You're talking about 80,000.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal, like on a Friday. If you saw the little blurb in the paper, like, shout out to the local big boy restaurants, or shout out to the Metro Detroit
out
Ford
tickets.
dealers
Yep.
that would buy like the last 5,000 tickets and as an incentive to get people to come in so you could actually see the game on TV.
Yeah, because they had to sell out in order for you to avoid the blackout. You did have to sell out the stadium,
Yep.
which is selling out the Silverdome is like, come on, bro. Like, no, you're not doing that with a losing product. So, Jesus Christ. And then Ford Field, same thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're past those days.
Yeah,
and,
man.
this is one of those things, you guys, like all jokes aside, this is how far we have come as a franchise.
Yeah, and the NFL too, because the NFL has done nothing but grown since that time. So now you can get a game any fucking, like, the NFL is gonna find a way to get a game in front of your eyes.
We were talking about that, like in my lifetime, KG. I watch the passing of the torch in my lifetime. There was a point in time where baseball legitimately was
easy.
America's pastime number one.
They would break into live or whatever programming you was in. They would literally do a news hit, like when they was having the home run race between Mark Aguirre and them. They was breaking into live television for that. Like, baseball was really America's pastime at one point.
My guy Bill Keenest and I, Bill Keenest, longtime Detroit Lion employee, works for the NFL, in the Hall of Fame, I might add. We literally tried to figure out when exactly, like, the torch was passed. It was sometime in the early 80s. Sometime in the early 80s.
That
It
far
was
back.
I mean, football's been king. I mean, you're like, honest to goodness, I mean, it's over 40 years now.
Yeah.
Football's been king, and it's not even close.
It
It's
didn't-
not even close.
To me, it didn't seem like it really caught on until like the mid 2000s. That's kind of when the shift, at least for me, that's when the shift happened, because baseball, some of the legends of the game started retiring. You had the steroid scandal that was kind of ruining the sport, or at least the powers that be were letting it ruin the sport. But overall, like, the mid 2000s is when the NFL really just blew up in terms of just like the viewership, how you can access games. Like, that was when the shift happened for me.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, just in the last 15 years, I mean, think about this. I used to tell people all the time, as a father of young kids at the time, man, you want to give your kids an introduction to the Lions?
Yeah.
Go to an exhibition game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Because listen, trust me, when you're a parent, you go into Ford Field on a Sunday, it is intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Too many people, too damn loud. Ease them in with an exhibition game. Good luck getting tickets for that now.
Oh yeah, it's over.
For real.
It's over. They
For
that
real.
damn good. Never thought I'd see today.
Oh, it's fantastic. All right, lots of Lion sound to get to. We're going to hear a little bit about T.A., Penei Sewell. Lots of stuff. Dan Campbell, of course. 3 days away from the Lions. Love every second of it. It's different. We know what this team is, though. The camp battles and all that is nothing but being overblown. That's how good franchises operate. JB, where are we going?
We need to hear from the Massage Chair House.
And why don't we? Because my boy Ryan over there living life in that massage chair.
It's awesome.
Shout out to Massage Chair House right here in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. The largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest with top brands for massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki. Located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit or go to massagechairhouse.com. Scan that QR code right there on the screen. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Do yourself a favor, scan that QR code on screen, use code word Woodward1000. You can deposit up to $1,000, but all you have to do is place a minimum of a $20 bet, and if it hits, you know what? If it doesn't hit, Caesars will put that 20 right back into your account. If you bet on the Tigers yesterday, guess what? You just lost that 20, but you gained some money as well, too, on Caesar Sportsbook. Scan that QR code, use code word Woodward1000, and make some money tonight.
You know, as we get closer this season, I've always said the month of August for football fans is crazy month. It is. It's crazy month. Because I think we think rationally in June, in July, especially with college fans, right? But all of a sudden, when it turns into August, you know what happens? Guys like JB and I, who have been sitting there going from a Spartan perspective, maybe a bowl game. Maybe a bowl game.
Maybe.
All of a sudden, something happens when you turn that to August and you go, man, I think 8 wins. You add 2 wins to whatever you're saying.
Absolutely do. You
Every
absolutely
August. Like KG, he's a pretty rational Michigan fan. KG's sitting back going, I don't see a loss on this schedule.
It's funny because
it's July. You're not saying it yet. In a couple of days, you'll start saying that shit.
I'm going to up it to 10 for sure. I started at 9 to kind of as a safe zone. I'm finna up that shit to 10 as soon as the season roll around, for sure.
As soon as that autumn leaf falls.
So,
like,
you know what? The more I hear and see out of camp, I think I'm getting an early jump on it with the Lions. I mean it. I am. I am.
Don't make me ask you, Sean.
No, but listen.
Don't make me ask you.
Listen. Before we get into that, I think we're forgetting how fucking good this team was last year.
I think we are too. But we did the same shit last year.
We're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
Every one of us. We're all guilty of it. We're putting too much into the schedule. I'm normally a guy that says stop putting so much into the schedule because what we think we know about a team and the reality of a team are far oftentimes 2 different things.
Yeah.
Okay? Honest to goodness, I think we're forgetting how good this team was, especially when they were healthy, KG.
I heard this shit all last year, and believe me, I'm not falling for the schedule trick guy. Everybody that said, oh, look at all these teams that got better, my argument was always the Lions got better too.
Yep.
So, like, I've never been one of those doom and glooms in terms of the schedule. However, this year, it is a little different because you are facing the cream of the crop within the first 7 weeks of the season. You are facing some of the best that the NFL has to offer, and it is imperative that the Lions get off to a good start, because if they don't, you don't want this shit to snowball. And I know a lot has been made of the injuries and just the schedule. Oh, how will they get past all these AFC opponents on the road and stuff like that? But I'm not worried about this Lions team. We have to start talking about them with the same, umph that we have, going into the playoffs. This is a elite team. They're one of the best teams in the NFC North and the NFC in general. We have to start treating them as such. I expect them to raise their level of play.
All right, when I get a text from JB during the show, I'm going to stop everything I'm doing without even looking at the text. And I'm just going to turn my head to JB and go, JB, what do you got?
A little bit of news I just sent you guys just a second ago. Apparently the Lions are adding a little bit more room to the roster over there. I know they had one open roster spot, but
Zadarius Smith?
No. I'm sorry, guys. But from Justin Rogers, Lions are adding cornerback Nick Whiteside to the roster this morning.
Right.
Auburn Hills and Saginaw Valley State product.
Shout out.
He was last with St. Louis in the UFL, so another cornerback in the locker room.
The Lions love them some UFL, boy.
This is, but you guys,
Shout out, Jigmates.
you know what this does? This is just a reminder that we're a real National Football League franchise.
Yeah.
We are for a lot of us, if you are one of those guys, you never leave the reservation. Like, you are confined to the reservation of the Detroit Lions. You don't look past the other fences to see what other teams are doing, et cetera, et cetera. This is how other teams have lived forever, okay? Okay, great. We're going to go grab some depth guy. You're not going to see that shocking move, because everything is set. Now, a depth move like Zadarius, something like that, it's different, but you're part of a depth position. You're part of, he's going to be our first down back, our second down back, our third down option, and things like that. We're not going to be shocked. The jaw's not going to drop because we got a damn good roster, man.
Yeah, he's just another body in case of injuries and stuff like that. Like, this is what the Lions are planning for at this point. You want to load up as many bodies as you can, because obviously we know what the hell happened last year. Chances are it won't happen again, even in terms of the Lions' schedule. Their schedule is way more conducive to rest this year than it was last year. But at this point, they're just adding pieces and adding bodies to get them in the building, have them learn the system, and have them on standby for when the main guys get hurt.
Positional rotation is something different, and KG, I still think Zadarius will be there. I do. I don't know when.
I don't know, man.
I don't know when.
I don't know, man.
Still think
don't be surprised if it don't happen. I'll say that.
Gosh damn it, that would suck. All right, listen. Did you guys hear me?
No, Marcus Davenport, multiple games.
Oh, don't worry about it.
He's going to play 10
Everything's going to be. He's going to be healthy. He's going to stay healthy this year. So we're going to blow through a lot of this sound. This is Shep on a guy that. Oh, by the way, as we saw him go like this last year, what's he going to be like in year 2? Let's hear about Terrion Arnold.
And these guys are growing. Terrion Arnold took a huge leap, in my opinion, this offseason. He progressed during his rookie year, but he's come in not only this offseason, but this training camp looking like a different guy. His body's more developed, but also from the neck up, the mental aspect of the game. He's seeing it faster. He's feeling the routes faster. So that's a guy I've already seen a leap.
Boy, wait a second. Doesn't that sound crazy? A rookie gets better as the year goes along.
Sean, slow down.
And then in year 2, he can take a big jump.
Sean, we can't take it, man. Come on. We can't take it, man.
What are we doing?
No, and I low-key, I cannot wait to shit on all of the TA people that just strung me out over last year. Because, TA ain't this, TA ain't that. Instead of realizing you drafted a kid to come in, and we always talk about how the Lions don't trust rookies and they don't want to put rookies in bad spots. They had no choice but to throw TA into the fire last year. And according to me, He succeeded. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. But I cannot wait to see what TA is going to look like, especially with somebody like DJ Reed on the other side of him, and just the depth that we have in this locker room. You still got Amik Robertson, you still got Rock Yassin, Avonte Maddox. They added a lot more depth to that secondary, and I think they're one of the best units on this team, if not the best.
One of the things that you learn in this business, and you've been in it long enough now, is people always remember your misses.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it's part of life. It's okay. I have no problem if you bring up to me, hey, remember when you said this, remember it? No problem.
But
okay?
the problem is with TA, can you point out a TA miss? I bet people in the chat right now, if we go back, hey, bring up Terry and Arnold's mistakes besides the flags. You'd be drawing a blank.
And that's you know what I'm gonna remind people of? And I'd be interested to find somebody who owns this. The same kind of slander I've seen attached to TA in the past year is exactly what happened to Darius Slay.
Yep.
And anybody who denies it is lying. I mean, there were people in mass that were, wasted draft pick. And I'm going, dude's not even done with his first year. What are we doing here?
Corner is the toughest turnaround in the NFL.
Sorry.
Like, it's a tough position to play. Not everybody can be Revis Island coming out of college. Not everybody can have Sauce Gardner's first year coming out of college.
Those aren't my words, by the way. Those aren't KG's words. You ask guys that have been in the trenches. You get Lomas Brown up here. Lomas will tell you the corners, the tight ends. Those guys are on, isolation island type of things. There's so many different moving parts that you have to become in tune with.
Yeah.
I think also Lion fans have some PTSD from the one and only Jeff Okudah pick number 3 overall corner.
That's a fact.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
But also, I was really frustrated with Terrion at the beginning because of all the flags. But after that bye week in the beginning, he really got better, and we didn't see the flags. And Terrion, he's playing man-to-man coverage in the NFL as a rookie. That's impressive, and I think Terrion this year is going to be a stellar corner. I really do.
Yeah, I did. Wow, wait a second. Rookies get better in their second year, and I'm going to say it again.
Mind blowing.
KG, you and I were on the exact. I didn't think he was that bad last year. I thought it was blown into something that it wasn't. Let's hear from Penny Sewell now, talking about what I think is the best fan base in the world. I mean that.
Does that desire, knowing this fan base, knowing the blue-collar nature of this town, make you, I know you always want to win everything, but does it make you want to win it even more for them?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, without the fans, you don't really feel the energy of Detroit, Without them, I don't think Detroit is what it is right now. They bring that passion and they bring that grit that we preach about each and every day. So without them, I don't think we're the same team. So I think every player in that locker room, with their personal and team goals aside, the fans are alongside with them.
Talk about a guy that gets it.
Oh, yeah.
As we were just talking about, okay, we as a franchise have been bad for our entire lifetimes. It doesn't matter what age you are, okay? And it was really bad in the 80s, and as we were talking about, so many of those games weren't attended. We got even worse, man. Mm-hmm. Like the decade of despair, and you know what? More people came. Yeah. More people started coming.
That's a fact.
This is just, it is a fantastic fan base. There's no doubt about that. The amount of times we've been kicked in the face, it really is. Thank you, sir. May I have another? 2 more things before we hit the break, if you're cool with that. JB, how about Tesla? Ooh. Did you guys see this catch? Check this out.
Look at this kid.
Hi.
Look at this kid.
Hi.
Against the second team. It was against the second team unit.
Still.
That's a hell of a catch, man. I'm really excited for what Tesla can bring this season.
Watch that again. Yeah.
That's nasty.
Hi.
Because, of course you still have Tim Patrick on this roster, but I really feel like we will see a healthy dose of Tesla this year. Coming out of the slot in certain situations, man. What are your expectations? Do you expect to see Tesla make an impact this year?
No.
Damn, none at all?
Nope. Minimal. And can I tell you why?
Okay.
I don't think it's their way. They don't like to put guys in that position. They have to out of necessity sometimes.
True.
When you've got TA, okay?
Right.
TA had to go do that. Tate Ratledge is going to have to do that. Williams is going to have to do that. I don't think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I'd love for you to call me out 3 months from now, by the way. I want nothing more.
I'll keep it all the receipts.
I want nothing more than for you to go, you didn't think it'd be a big impact this year, because that means it's going well. I just don't think that's the way that they operate. They're going to sprinkle him in. I'm not saying he's not going to be a part of it. And it's more, okay, what's this kid going to do in the next few years? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, I agree with you. You're not wrong by any means. But I will say that the position that he plays, wide receiver, I think that's a little bit different.
Rotational, for sure.
A little bit different than what TA and, some of these other players are doing and how they have to get ready. You can slide him in very, very easily, especially in the slot. And I just think about, having another big body receiver in the red zone. That is an area that the Lions are absolutely going to capitalize on. Because not only do you have Sam Laporta, not only do you have Tim Patrick, who is a big body receiver that's really good hands, you also have an Isaac Tesla who has a good combination of size and speed. And I think that, if they draw it up the right way, I think we will see some plays to where he might get in the end zone.
I want him to eventually be our Herman Moore.
He will.
Yeah. And by the way, shout out to Herm. Herm looks like he could still go. Yeah. But first and goal from the 7-yard line, you throw it up to Herman Moore, it's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, you knew it.
It's a touchdown. It's just the way it is. One more quickly, DC on his favorite drill of camp.
One of the drills that I really love, and this was implemented last year offensively, was it's basically our catch and run, but it's catch, knife, and both receivers, you got your quarterback, both receivers are running around the bag. One of them is going to get the ball, and then one of them has to immediately turn into a blocker for that runner. I love that one because you come out, you don't know who's getting it right when you turn the bag, and the minute that one catches it, man, you got to turn and burn and make the block, and then he's got to make the adjustment off of the blocker. So it all happens fast, and it's just it kind of initiates the run after catch, the block after catch. I kind of like that one because it gets on you pretty fast.
Man, if you guys can't see that's something that they've worked on and close to perfected, you aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys get erect making those blocks downfield, man.
No, absolutely. It's what this Lions offense is prided on. And when people say, oh, there's going to be so many drastic changes from what we had before to what we have now, just because we may not get the trick plays and all that, I don't think it'll be an absence of big plays, though. Like, this offense is still going to go out there. They're still going to put up big plays, but blocking is an essential part of the Lions offense. We all know that.
All right, so when we come back, I'm going to use as Exhibit A. We're all guilty, I think, of forgetting how good this team is. I mean it. We all are. And when I say that, it's not like any of us are saying they're going to fall off, okay?
Of course.
As I sit here today, and this is probably going to change once we get into August because it's crazy month, okay? And your slappiness takes over. 11-6 in North Division champions. That's where I'm sitting.
11-6?
11-6 in North Division champions.
Okay.
That's where I'm sitting.
You think 11 games will win the North this year?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to say I don't think our division's good. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't think
okay.
Not like the Central, not like the AL Central.
Of course.
I just don't.
It's just hard to tell because you did have 3 teams with double-digit wins, and it literally came down to the last game for the Lions at 15 fucking wins, mind you not. But there is some questions, though. I mean, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, we all know that scenario.
Who?
But Jordan Love, what the hell are the Packers right now? J.J. McCarthy for the Minnesota Vikings. What is he going to look like under Kevin O'Connell? There are some questions around this NFC North, but they are still one of the better divisions in football.
And one of the beautiful things about camp is I think, and again, I know some Packer fans, so maybe I got some inside info. I think they're using camp to tell themselves everything's going to be okay and excuse away what Jordan Love wasn't last year.
Exactly. I mean, and not to say that the kid is like dog shit. He's not.
No.
But I just don't think he's it for their franchise.
I don't either.
They have a certain standard of drafting Hall of Fame type quarterbacks to succeed each quarterback that they put on the field. And Jordan Love, he's had plenty of time. He knows the system better than anybody else. He continues to get hurt. He continues to be inconsistent. And you just don't know at this point, and he's been there, 6-7 years now? You don't know what the fuck you have after 7 years?
Yep.
That's tough. That's tough for a Packers fan.
All right, hour number 2 coming up, and Dan Campbell's going to remind us all that we've got a team of alphas. There are no simps. There are no cucks.
Big dogs.
We've got alphas on the team. We'll get into that when we
Slanging.
come back. JB, where are we going?
We need to hear from Planet Fitness.
Hey, tell them about Planet Fitness, Sean.
I can do that. I've been a Planet Fitness
I'm like,
member
I gotta
for
read.
20 years. And as soon as I get out of here today, I'm going to the Planet Fitness in Northville. You guys, it's easy. It's hassle-free. It's cheap. Everything you can get from another gym, you can get at Planet Fitness. Trust me, there's a reason why literally everybody from the Woodward staff has been a member at Planet Fitness. No joke, I've been going there since 2005. Check it out. Easy, hassle-free, everything you need, Planet Fitness.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D and Thursdays during Braylon and Shep, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpines.com.
All right, hour number 2. I gotta say this. I was just looking up at the screen. I don't even know what the hell television's on. But have you guys seen the footage of Jerry Jones talking to Cowboy fans at camp? And basically they booed him and started chanting "Pay Micah."
Oh shit!
Have you seen that footage?
I haven't.
No.
Let me tell you something. My man looks really frail.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad, KG, because I really hope that, like, he's immortal.
No, they need to put him on the machine and keep him alive to 120 because, yeah,
he's
the gift that keeps giving.
He really is. That's the best way. I hope he's one of those Highlander dudes. Like, the only way to get rid of him is you got to lop his head off with a sword or something like that, right?
Well, he got enough money to stay alive. We all know that. He's getting some of the best medical care Texas has to offer.
He is a gift that keeps on getting. What you got, Ryan?
We do have a super chat.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Of the day from Burn. $5 super chat. Packers, Bears, and Vikings also have brutal schedules and will be lucky to have 9 wins. Look at their schedules. All have Eagles, 49ers, and the AFC North. Brutal.
Burn. Spot on. Yeah. Spot on. I got no other way to say that. Spot on. I think that's what we are so uber focused on this schedule.
Yeah.
We really are. And I think we have to stop for a sec. We've dominated this division the last 2 years. Okay, we have. All right. I don't think there's any way to say that.
Yeah.
We 10-2, right?
Absolutely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. 10-2.
Absolutely.
Okay. The Bears are a big not yet. I'm going to say it again. Okay, it's my job to be honest. As much as I hate the Bears, fuck the Bears forever. As much as I hate the Bears, I kind of like some of the moves that the Bears made. I do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
One thing you can't say about them is that they aren't aggressive. And Ryan Poles, they just read him up as you know, the GM. He's going to go out there and provide the players. It's all about how they get coached up.
I think KOC is a hell of a coach.
Yeah,
I think
he's earned my respect for sure.
Well, what's funny about last year, I think we in Lionland were very hypocritical. Okay? And what I mean by that is all year we talked about what frauds the Minnesota Vikings were. And some of us did things like, oh, look at pinky little cheeks and things like that, okay? We can't out of one side of our mouth consistently call them a fraud, and then out of the other side of the mouth bash the guy that brought them to a 14-3 record.
Yeah, it's just about...
Can't do it.
For the Vikings, it's just about they don't do it when it's time to do it.
You got it.
Like I said, that last week of the season, everything on the line in the NFC North, and what they do, they went out there and scored 9 points. It's just that's the track record. They will have a great regular season, but when it comes time to ante up and actually win something significant, they normally don't get it done.
And part of that, KG, is you know what? We are a better team.
Yeah.
Period. And that's one thing that like I want to remind people, and quite frankly, I'm reminding myself, okay? This is therapeutic for me. We're a damn good team.
Absolutely. And
like,
I would
period.
venture to say, not to take anything away from KOC, I think we have the best coach in the NFC North as well. Because it's just like when Dan Campbell shows up to your stadium or you come to his, you have to change what the hell you game plan for mid-game. Because Dan Campbell likes to go out there and dictate what the fuck's going to happen on the field. And that's what I love about Dan Campbell. And we've seen it countless times. The Minnesota Vikings, that last game of the season, they had to change up what the hell they came, in the door with. You look at Mike LaFleur, every time that we go against LaFleur, he seems to, just fold and go into a shell of himself. I love the way Dan Campbell coaches, and amongst the NFC North, he is the best, hands down.
I thought, I know I've brought this up before, but I'm going to say it again because this was such a seminal moment for me last year. That our little panic-stricken fan base, because deep down inside of us, each one of us still have that little boy in us. Mm-hmm. Oh no, we're going to Green Bay and it's going to be raining. Whatever will we do? And Dan Campbell standing up there in front of everybody saying, we want this. Mm-hmm. We love this. This man, getting your hands in the mud, playing on grass, getting the jersey all dirty. We want... And they out-Packered the Packers.
They showed out that game,
They went out and out-Packered the Packers in Packer weather at Lambeau. I mean, that's what this team consistently does. And that's why, KG, the closer we get to August, the closer we get to this season, that's why I'm sitting back and I'm questioning myself as much as I'm questioning all of you guys. I'm questioning myself going, are we being too hard on this team? Is 11-6 too low for this team? Those are the questions that are starting to percolate in my brain.
Sean, they got to 15 wins, franchise record in wins, and how many injuries did we have?
Right.
And I get it, it's the regular season, and we all know how the playoffs ended, but that's still an amazing feat to have that kind of injured list and to continually just go out there and win ball games in the NFL. That's no slight at all. This team is absolutely better than we're all picturing them to be.
DC knows that this team is better than we're all picturing it to be. Most of all, he's got a group of alphas. JB, let's hear it.
You as a head coach feed off of it when your starters are just relishing those opportunities. Aiden and Panay for years now.
It's the best. I mean, it's the best. We are fortunate to have a group of alphas, and for those guys to continue to just compete and sharpen each other and work. I mean, you just watch, for example, our one-on-one tackle drill yesterday. Man, David and Jack. In the first one, David gets him cold, and then man, here you go, rep 2. Jack learned a little something. Now he shaved a comb there, but he did learn. He learned from it and came back and competed and got better. And man, I said it yesterday, this is how you just continue to raise the floor and you get better and better.
And shout out to the homie Steven Baffy, $10 in the super chat. Got to give you a buzzer for that one. How come no one talks about the historic rest advantage the Lions have in the schedule this year and how the most physical team in the NFL will leverage that? Hashtag Lions hangover. And me personally, I've been saying it ever since I learned about it. Shout out to the heavies. They had I forgot the guy's name, big football mind, Warren Sharp. That's who they had on, and he talked about the rest advantages that the Lions will have this season. So them having the injury bug that they had last year, it'll be pretty much non-existent this year, I believe.
That's a huge factor. It just is. And the bye week being when it is, I'm sorry, I don't think the average fan understands that, and this is where I'm going to go snobbish on you. Please forgive me, but I'm only saying it in the context of this conversation. KG, working with guys that did the grind, those aren't your words. These aren't my words. It's their words.
Exactly.
Like guys that I worked with in the past that played for the Detroit Lions that know the grind of the NFL season. They're like, man, when I saw that bye week early in the year, your shoulders just shrug, okay?
Right.
You're getting into late October. I mean, what is it, October 28th or whatever the hell it is, 25th?
Like it's week 8 this week,
yeah,
this year.
It's late.
Yeah.
I mean, it is absolute. October 26th, I think, is the date, right?
It's my brother's birthday. Shout out.
That's
Shout out.
huge, dude. Shout out. No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, to me, this is way better than what we had last year. I mean, a bye in fucking week 5. Like, who wants an early bye week like that? At the time they get this bye week, like I said, they'll be through the gauntlet of the first 7 games, and hopefully they're sitting around 3 to 4 wins, best case scenario. And this team will have a chance to go in, evaluate what they did in the first half, and ante up for that second half of the season, which is a lot more favorable than those first 7 weeks, man. But I'm looking forward to it. This team is ready. Dan Campbell has built a system in place, and everybody knows he's a demanding coach, but it's a reason for that. It's because they will be ready come when the season starts.
You know, another guy that has graduated with the fans in mass is Jamison Williams.
That's a fact.
A year ago at this time, we were still debating, even with some people on this network. Shout out. We were debating how big of a factor JMO could be. Correct me, I don't think there's one human being that could ask that question right now, right?
No,
not one.
No, I mean there's going to be some, but we've
and I'm not calling you out. We've all graduated. We've graduated. Now the question is, how high can it be? And I'm going to say the same thing that I said to my boy Flannel Sam last year. Okay, we have to keep the ceiling for JMO within a reasonable range.
Yeah.
Because Amon-Ra St. Brown is here. Because you've got a tremendous tight end. Because you've got 2 damn good running backs. There are so many pieces. I made the joke, it's like the Burger King offense. Have it your way.
Yeah.
Which way do you want it, baby?
Pretty much.
You want the Whopper with cheese? You want to go with the chicken fries? Just tell Daddy how you want it.
No, that's a fact.
Right? But with that being said, JMO continues to develop. We'll get those comments now.
Real quick. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
All right,
We
go
can
ahead,
start with
JB.
this and come back.
Okay.
Watching last night, watching one-on-one reps as a staff again, watching the team as a collective whole staff, and just to watch his development, man, the discipline of his routes, the strength that he's obtained, the explosiveness. He's starting to figure it out now. He's starting to figure out his body, what he can do. He's much more detailed, and so he's becoming, he's beginning to tap into what he really has. But he's just gotten there. You know what I mean? He's still got so much room to grow. And so you want to ask, and this is, man, don't let the run game stuff slip. You're still a headhunter. He's always been. That's one of the things I loved about him when he was coming out. And so, of course we want that ascension. That's what you do. But, man, don't let that part of it slip either, because we got some runners now that can take it to the house, finish and do your job.
So excited, dude.
I got to get your thoughts on this one because JB just sent this through. Shout out to him. Colton Pouncey on X, shout out to him. He has announced that John Gruden will spend the next couple of days at Lions training camp to mentor new offensive coordinator Johnny Moe. Hey, if Gruden come lay the hands upon you, this shit about to take up a whole new level.
I love when he kind of turns into a pirate. Have you ever noticed that with Gruden? He kind of turns his head sideways and one eye kind of closes. I gotta tell you, when he does that and he makes the Gruden face, he really does. He should get an eye patch because for whatever reason, one of his eyes it's like Popeye or something like that.
Yeah.
So ESPN Analytics just came out with what teams have the best chance to win the NFC. We'll tell you what ESPN Analytics found when we get back as well. Some other stuff that we have to hit on. DC talking about this fan base and this city and how much it means to this team. Jake Bates. I want to talk about Jake Bates and some interesting comments that a Lion legend Jason Hansen had over the weekend as well. But JB, first, where are we going?
We need to hear from Vin Johnson Law.
I can talk about Vin Johnson Law. There are names. You just know names when you hear them. Venn is one of those names. And justice means different things to different people. A settlement, a verdict, justice is always worth the fight. If you got a case, you need to contact the name. You need to contact that guy who's going to fight for you, and that's Venn Johnson Law today. Get the justice that you deserve. Tough, tenacious trial lawyers. He's a name for a reason. He's been doing it forever. Venn Johnson Law.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
At Gold Crown, concentrates are their bread and butter, crafting elite collaboration extracts back since the caregiver days. Gold Crown partners with craft growers across Michigan to bring you exclusive full-spectrum concentrates, infused pre-rolls, and that live resin-infused gummies. Their new line, Crown Jewels, is here, gluten-free, effect-based, and coated in nerds just for that extra little pop for everybody. Find Gold Crown in over 300 dispensaries statewide. Smoke like royalty. All rise for the reign of royal highs with Gold Crown.
All right, welcome back in. In case you just missed us, JB and I gave a little review of Happy Gilmore 2. I'll recommend watching it. We gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But do you know what level is 5 today? I mean, 5 out of 5 is Swamp Crotch.
Yeah. Swamp Crotch never fails.
Like, dude, it is 9:22 right now, and there is 100% humidity in my nether region.
God damn. I feel you, though. I'm feeling similar, man.
Listen,
like
I'm not going to lie.
This studio get hot.
You guys are all sitting right now. At least I'm standing. So what people can't tell is when you see me moving around, that's strategic. I'm airing that shit out.
Natural breeze.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Get a natural breeze.
Listen, poor Ryan's not going to get off that chair because he's going to take 2 layers of skin off.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be bad.
It's sticking.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
It is a Swamp Crotch Awareness Day. Temperatures in the area are going to hit around 90, so certainly be cognizant of that.
Edward Kronsky in the chat, aka Duck Butter. Duck Butter. Holy shit! Not Duck Butter. Jesus.
Oh, all right. Dan Campbell, we were talking a lot about how this fan base is awesome. I am not being a hometown slappy. We have been kicked in the face so many times. We love this team. We support this team. That's why I'll tell anybody, listen, Lions are best fan base in the league. I don't care what anybody says.
Detroit, period. We're a great sports city.
Really, we are. Lions are something different, though. Everybody else
level.
has had that period of time where people stop going.
Yep.
We just all go like this.
Yep.
Lions are playing like complete robots.
If I got to
man.
put the paper bag on my head, so be it.
Yeah, no doubt. Dan Campbell was touching on that over the weekend.
Special, and because I've said this before, it doesn't matter where I go, where our players go, the other coaches, they always let it be known, hey man, season ticket holders since, what it is, 76, season ticket holders since 65, and it just keeps going on, and it's awesome. And so it's our job to give them something to be proud of and continue to want to be season ticket holders. And so it means a lot. We got the best fans, man. We got the best fans. We got the best freaking city. And, it's our job to make them proud. We're going to do that.
I don't think you can put a price tag on the self-awareness of Dan Campbell there.
You can't.
I really don't. And let me tell you why, okay? You guys, if we're being honest with ourselves, our relationship with the Detroit Lions was a one-way relationship forever.
Yeah.
It really was.
No Vaseline.
What did the right? Right?
I'm just saying, man.
Well, then again, with the swamp crotch level at 5, I'm not sure I need the Vaseline.
No, not at all. It's naturally moist.
Get one of those little fans underneath me right now. No, don't use my own swamp crotch against me.
Oh,
no,
God.
but listen, it was a one-way relationship. They didn't do a lot for the fans.
No.
They didn't, okay? It was, the man in the ivory tower type of situation. This group, this ownership is very cognizant of the suffering that Lion fans have done, and yet we are amongst the best in the nation, man. Those are facts.
And all hail Queen Sheila for that, because it took her presence of mind. I love my queen whenever I get to see her at the training camp facility. But yeah, I always said the Lions, the only thing they ever needed was somebody to give a damn. And for a long time, we already know Willie Clay Ford, he just cared about, supplying his friends with jobs and selling tickets. That's all. He didn't care about the actual product on the field. And Martha, God bless her soul, she was just too old and out of it to really make an impact like she wanted to when she took over. But Sheila having the presence of mind to just come in and want to put a stop to this losing, but not trying to do it herself. She went out and got football people that actually know what the fuck they're doing. Shout out to Chris Spielman, who has kind of been like the phantom in the back.
Couldn't agree more.
Pulling the strings.
Doesn't get enough credit, man.
No, absolutely not. He does not. And when they win a Super Bowl ring, he should absolutely get one as well. But the way she put this staff together and just trusted the football people, it took on a whole new meaning. Like, this is the most winning we've ever seen in one period of time.
You brought this up earlier in the show, and something that you just said really hit in me and reminded me of this. When I did that march, okay, I regret that more than anything I've done in my quote-unquote career. I really do.
Yeah.
And do you know why? I regret it for the reasons that you just gave. I think it did more harm than it did hurt.
Really?
And let me tell you why. Nobody told, rest his soul, William Clay Ford how to run his franchise.
Yeah.
Nobody told him. I think he dug his heels in even more. I really do.
I can believe that.
I have reason to believe that, these guys are going to tell me how to do things. No, this is my guy. I'm going to run my franchise the way that it did. I mean, you think about it. We had to endure multiple years more than that. And
That's
really
a fact.
what got it to the point where he finally said enough is enough is when his own son came out in front of, what was it, at the Detroit Athletic Club.
Yep, I remember,
and
yeah.
made the comments that he made. So I regret it. I don't think it helped speed that decision along at all. I think, if anything, it made him dig his heels in more. He wasn't somebody, again, rest his soul, he wasn't somebody that was going to listen to that stuff. He was going to do things his way. If I had a redo, I would have never done that. I think it did more harm.
You. Yeah, I mean, this stubbornness, man. And what can you tell somebody that think they fucking know it all? Ask Jerry Jones. Like, he's the best to ever do it, according to him. So it's just like, yeah, man, but you needed somebody to at least have the self-awareness to realize whatever I'm doing is not working. Yes, the fans are going to show up regardless, but the fact that you had record low numbers, the fact fact that you had people, like I said, in fucking plastic bags and paper bags showing up to these games and just wallowing in misery for over 70 years. Like, you know how many teams have at least gotten, you know, some type of get back in 70 years? Like, it's absolutely amazing, like, where this franchise has been and where we're going now. And I'm just glad we got competent people in the building, because my whole Lions fandom, we didn't have that.
Yeah, I also think Sheila kind of grew up like us. The team just
She
was
did.
horrible.
She cared.
She
cared.
went through it all from an early age to now, and she finally said enough's enough and hired the football people to hire the football people. Sheila's thinking to herself, I don't know what the attributes to have to be and traits to be a GM and a football coach. She goes, I'm gonna hire those people and they're gonna get it done for me. And that's exactly what she did, and it's proven to be right.
Ryan, I have said this for years, and I'll continue to say it. You are spot on. I refuse, absolutely categorically refuse the logic that tells me this franchise sucks and is always going to suck. And you know why? For what you just said. You hire the right people who bring in the right people, and they bring in the right people, and you can change a franchise like that. The New Jersey Devils were a joke, okay? Went and won Who were the Golden State fucking Warriors?
Nobody.
What a woebegone nothing franchise. I mean, really, nothing franchise. The New England Patriots were just there. The only thing the New England Patriots were known for was getting their asses kicked, the one Super Bowl that they lucked their asses into.
Brett Favre, yep.
Like, you get the right when the Bears beat them 46-10, and then they went to that other Super Bowl, right? Where they got beaten that one too.
Yep. But the big difference is between all those sports, football has the most parity of any fucking sport. It's literally set up for you to be good for a certain amount of time
100%.
and for you to be bad for a certain amount of time. And that's why we get so many worst to first every year. It always seems like there's at least one or two teams that come out of nowhere, but that's because the NFL facilitates it that way. So if you don't have competent ownership in place to take advantage of that, you get what the fuck the Lions have got for the last 70 years.
I think the NHL is like that too, more than people give it credit for. And that's why I understand what Steve Yzerman's trying to do. He's just not doing it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
And I think part of the problem for Steve Yzerman right now is there are teams in his own division that are doing it better.
Yeah.
And part of what pissed me off, I mean, you brought this up, KG. What was our moment? Our moment was that one playoff win, right?
Yep.
Okay, I look back at that, though, and guys like me that were alive and were aware, it almost pisses me off more because we beat the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Pat Summerall saying, I think we're looking at the two teams of the 90s. We don't go do dick, and Dallas wins 3 out of the next 4 Super Bowls.
Jesus Christ.
And you're sitting back going, wait a second. We were just ahead of these guys a year ago. We punked their asses twice.
Yeah.
We beat them in the regular season, kicked their fucking ass. Kicked their ass in the playoff. And then they go win 3 or 4 Super Bowls and worse shit.
And then, Sean, it wasn't like, okay, they're losing in the playoffs every year. You had year of regression between a year of regression and then a year of playoffs every other year until we get to the, like you said, the decade of despair. It makes no sense.
So I saw this up on the screen and I had to write it down quickly. I don't know what you put into ESPN analytics, whatever.
Not
it's
a
just,
lot.
Yeah, right. It's just something else to look at, okay? That's why I wanted to throw this out there. But they came down with percentages. The chances that teams in the NFC are going to be the kings of the NFC. Okay? Number 1, to the surprise of nobody, is the Philadelphia Eagles. Right?
Okay.
They're at 18%. ESPN Analytics said it's an 18% chance that they win the NFC.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, your Detroit Lions.
Hey. Love to hear it.
But the coordinators.
Yeah. I can't wait until people have to apologize for that. I can't.
It's gonna be great.
Seriously. Let's figure out a day. Don't tell anybody. Let's figure out a day, like in December. I mean, if we still have jobs by then, mind you.
Right.
But let's figure out a day in December where we spring that on everybody.
And
we're gonna have a what are we gonna do without our gosh damn coordinators show. For real.
I got you.
I like that.
Just pull up all the receipts.
Sorry,
from
you
every
guys.
single person.
You guys blew that way out of proportion.
Ben Johnson
okay?
was the brains.
I will say I am kind of going to be happy that I don't have to see Jameson Williams throwing passes in playoff games.
Yeah, that won't
I will
happen.
say
You will
I'm
never see
glad
that
to
again.
not see that all the time.
That definitely won't happen again.
Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Whatever happened to that
Blowjob went to Chicago or something? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way he looks lately?
Bears.
He whose name I dare not
He
mention.
looking stressed, though.
He
I
looks
ain't gonna
rough.
lie. He looking stressed the fuck out. That Bears training camp is not going according
He's
to plan.
got a punchable face.
Look at
too.
him. Like, he was so happy coming in.
Like, this was a picture of him last week.
This is like being sober versus being a fucking drunk.
Can
Like,
I?
this-
And you know what's funny about that picture? Do you know what people forget? And this has been part of my quote unquote take on this whole overblowing of coordinators. Okay, some dudes aren't head coaches.
Facts.
Matt Patricia.
Right. Some dudes aren't head coaches.
Jim Schwartz.
Some guys can't. Some guys can't roll with the punches. They just can't. They can't roll with the punches and understand there are going to be ebbs and flows. I'm not saying he whose name I dare not mention is going to be a failure across the board. I'm not going to say that, okay? But what I am going to say is I think demeanor counts for something.
Absolutely.
Dan Campbell has the demeanor of a head man, and he changed the culture. Forget that franchise. I think he changed the culture of this entire fan base, man.
Absolutely.
We're a different fan base now.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson, I don't know, man. Like, could he be good? Yes. Can are you not supposed to take everything out of training camp? Yes. But his body language is speaking to me, and it's saying, this is a little more than I thought. I bit off a little more than I could chew. Like, I thought Caleb Williams was maybe this, untapped potential that I can just come in and fix. Nope. It doesn't appear that way. Like, being a head coach in the NFL is hard. That's why it's only 32 of those jobs. And I'm really interested to see what the fuck he gonna look like, because by what I'm seeing so far, it don't look too good, bro.
Do you know whose demeanor I did like when he was here was AG?
Absolutely.
I did. You never saw AG get too high, too low.
Even when people was on his ass about the way the defense looked and the secondary giving up 100-yard games to everybody, he kept it cool, calm, and cool.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah,
I'll call myself out. I was one of those guys.
Rightfully so. We all did. Nobody wants to see fucking Justin Jefferson go for 200 yards in a game.
I implore people. I say it all the time, and again, you want to fire in the chat, you want to fire in the super chat with you guys. I've seen it too many times. Everybody thought the demise of the Dallas Cowboys was in. They lost two coordinators who didn't do diddly shit as head coaches. The New England Patriots, year after year after year, people plucked from that Belichick tree, and the train kept rolling. Ryan, what you got?
2 super chats.
Shout out.
We'll do Burn first. Shout out. His second one of the day, actually. $2 super chat. Ben looks like he's been held in a Siberian prison.
I swear, man.
And then the second one from
They've worked him like 16-hour days and gave him stone soup.
Right, he in the gulag, man.
Eat, comrade, eat.
He in the gulag.
And the second one from Ryan's Reaction, $4.99 super chat. Benedict misses Goff for sure, in my opinion. They only talk about improving Caleb's completion percentage.
You guys, I can't stress this enough, and maybe it's because I was in text messages with Neil Rule all last fall, as KG, you were as well. The obligatory how many feet has Caleb Williams thrown for?
Yes,
text at about 150 every Sunday. I mean, literally every Sunday.
Yeah, Neil don't miss a beat.
Neil did. He was on point, man, and he didn't look good. He didn't. I don't think it's fair to judge a rookie. I don't. Any rookie. I don't think it's fair. He didn't look good, though. Caleb didn't look good.
No, he didn't, and you can give him the excuse last year that his coach was butt cheeks, and, they got rid of him this year. You bring in Ben Johnson. It's still yet to be seen how good Caleb Williams can actually be in this league, but you do like a lot of his skill set. Like, I think he has the skill set to be one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, but it's just all about up here. It's all about the mental, and I think that's the biggest part of Caleb Williams, I guess, deficiencies is the mental part. Can he handle the mental aspect of going out into NFL games, and even if shit doesn't go your way, being able to overcome that? We haven't seen that from him.
By the way, let me finish this. ESPN Analytics came out. Who's got the best chance of winning the NFC? Philly was in first. I get it. I'm sorry. I know one guy that said, don't be so quick to dismiss the Philadelphia Eagles a year ago at this time. Yeah. Did I think that would mean they'd go win the Super Bowl? No, but I think people have short memories. I really do. Philly came in at 18% chance to win the NFC. The Lions were second at 14%. tie for third. You guys want to guess who they have? At 10%. Tie for third.
Hold on.
Best chances to win the NFC.
Commanders.
Ooh, that's where I was gonna go.
Commanders and
Rams.
Packers.
you got it.
Rams?
Yep.
Yep.
Rams and Commanders were both at
You said the
10%.
Packers.
Yeah, I thought that's where we were
Yeah,
going
nah,
with
we
this.
don't know
I
what the
forgot
fuck
about
they
the
doing.
Packers.
The
Packers doing.
Yeah.
Still just hanging on.
Yeah.
Packers got to go through Detroit. What you
At
mean?
some point in time, okay, when the bottom drops out for quarterbacks, it drops out.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
Tom Brady's a freak. Like even at
He's
the
not
end,
human.
Even at the end, it didn't look like it was happening. Okay, but I always go back. Like Drew Brees just
His
lost
arm-
the ability
his
to throw.
arm just fell off.
Yeah, I mean, it really. At Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning. People forget when they won that Super Bowl, it wasn't Peyton Manning.
No,
Let's
that's a
leave it at
fact.
that. I'm going to be really interested to see if it starts to happen with Matthew Stafford. Because unlike some of those guys, this is a guy that has gotten his ass kicked multiple times in his career. I think, I'm not saying it's going to happen this year, but it's got to be soon, right?
Yeah, you
at
would
his
think-
age?
You would think, and just based on the injuries he's incurred, like over the last couple of years, they almost do load management with Matthew Stafford because he goes out there and he gets injured, man. He's got the bad back. He's got things he's dealing with. But I don't know, man. Until it happens, I mean, Sean McVay, you still have that high-power offense of theirs, and their defense, while being young, they have a lot of really good pieces on that defense. So maybe Matt Stafford can squeeze out another year or two, but you got to think the end is coming soon just because his body, how much more can his body take at this point?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I remember when they was calling him soft.
Listen, KG,
that
honestly,
boy, you got to give him credit. He's a tough son of a bitch.
That man, you want to talk about chips on the shoulder?
Yeah.
I saw it up close and personal. To say that he bristled would be an understatement.
Yeah.
China doll, remember that shit?
I remember, yeah.
China doll.
Back-to-back years, shoulder injury. Everybody thought he was the softest shit.
And it was really funny because like he said when the mics weren't rolling one day, you try getting driven into cement by a 300-pound defensive lineman where it all lands on your shoulder.
Exactly.
You try doing that and see how your shoulder heads up. You know?
Then how about that? I'm gonna come out and throw a touchdown pass in a game, with a separated shoulder.
Yeah, that was
it was from that day on that Matt Stafford shared that label. From that day on,
dude was tough as nails.
Yeah,
You
it
say
was.
what you want about Matthew Stafford. Dude was tough as nails. All right, one thing has changed dramatically, and I'm not going old. Back in my day, I'm not doing that.
You sure?
Listen, in the last few years, something in football has changed dramatically. I don't think enough is talked about it, and that is advantage Detroit Lions. We'll tell you about it when we come back. First, JB, where are we going?
Lady Jane's.
I can tell you about Lady Jane's. Again, that's a place I've been going to forever. Why? I'm a simple cat. I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not looking for bells and whistles. I want to get my hair cut by a beautiful stylist. I want to see some sports on the television. I want it to look good. That's Lady Jane's. Uncomplicated. Lady Jane's, haircuts for men. You walk in, you sign in, before you know it, boom, job is done. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 8. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, haircuts for men. It's wicked awesome.
Talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Funny that I'm doing the Loom read right when I need to re-up. I wonder where I'll go for that. Well, how about I go to Loom Cannabis, man? But in the meantime, while I'm waiting to get that deli flower, you can have this new drink that's taking over the state of Michigan, man. It's called Buzzin', and it comes in some of your favorite flavors: watermelon, cherry, strawberry, or you can cool off with the 2 new flavors, raspberry lemonade and peach. I definitely recommend the raspberry lemonade. But crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations across the state of Michigan. Use that code on the screen right now, WSN30, for 30% off your entire order. Listen, this ain't no 10%. This is 30% off. Get in there, get it right now. You can do all that by going to loom.com.
All right, keep it here all day. We got about, 15 more minutes in this show. Of course, Neil Rule, Terry Foster in at 11 a.m. We got Braylon, Shep coming at you at 2 o'clock. And, of course, the Woodwards. Listen, we got a lot of stuff coming up. You know how we roll in the fall. Lots of specialty shows as well. So keep it dialed in here at Woodward Sports. All right, so I want to get into this. You found this, I believe you found this, JB, on Twitter. Jake Bates. Okay.
My dog.
Weapon. There's no doubt about that. Take a look at that.
UFL's finest.
Thanks to Detroit Times for that.
Aura, man. That man has so much aura.
I heard a conversation with Jason Hansen. Okay, it's one thing for an idiot like me to say this, but when you get an all-time classic, a legend at the kicking position, saying something like this, I think more people are going to listen to it, okay? And I think we've talked about this in the past year. Nothing has changed more than the kicking game in the National Football League. I'm serious, okay? Yeah. And Jason Hansen, I heard a conversation with him yesterday where he put it perfectly. He said, man, it's not that long ago that if you hit a 55-yarder, that was a big deal.
You were a folk hero back then.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Now you miss a couple 55-yarders, and people are thinking about getting yourself a new kicker.
Hit the showers.
Nothing has changed. Like, okay, now this is where I'll go back in the day. Back in my day, you hit a 49-yarder, it was a big deal.
No, yeah,
okay?
It was, for sure.
Okay, and then for the younger generation, the Jason Hansons of the world, dude, Hansen hit a 53-yarder. Dude, Hansen hit a 54-yarder. Well, you can't even try that 54-yarder outside. You can't do that at Soldier Field. You can't do that at Lambeau. You can only do that in Ford Field. Dudes are running up there right now. I don't know if they're talking to Ryan and playing soccer in the off season or whatever the case may be.
I
have no idea.
But these soccer style kickers, it's just okay, 58-yarder, no big, we don't even act like it's a big deal anymore, man.
No, we don't. I remember when a kicker of the name of Sebastian Janikowski was one of the premier kickers in the league because he had that leg that nobody had. Like he was hitting 60-yarders in his sleep, and people were just looking like, what the hell is this? I think the game has definitely evolved from that standpoint, and it's so crucial to have somebody that can hit long ones like Jake Bates can, because I discussed this a lot last season. When you have an offense that's high powered like the Lions offense, once you get across midfield and you got a kicker that can hit from anywhere past midfield, that provides a whole nother element to the Lions offense, because even if you stop the Lions, they can still put points on the board, man. And I think that's absolutely huge that you can flip a field like that, having somebody with a leg like that. Like, it's unreal.
There is nothing more magical in the sports world than a fat kicker.
Yeah,
nothing. Nothing.
No, that's a fact.
You can't listen.
Matt Prater.
Listen. Shout out Matt Prater,
listen. You trot out a fat kicker with their fat little trot when they're running out on the field. Nothing makes me happier than a fat kicker.
No, they definitely booming it. You know they are. If they fat and they hitting 60 plus, easy.
Sean, remember in 2016 when Penn State had a fat kicker and it was kind of broke the internet? I totally forgot his name, but I remember in that 2016 Michigan-Penn State game, Michigan blew them out. But that kicker came down and absolutely blew up a Michigan player on a kickoff, and I thought it was like the craziest thing ever, me being a Michigan fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this fat kicker just laid out someone. It's awesome.
That and back in the day, KG, you'll probably remember this. Remember there were like 311 Zendejas brothers?
Oh, yeah.
And the next fat Zendejas brother that ran out onto the field, it was the greatest day ever.
It was so funny.
Nothing like a fat kicker. It's funny because we were talking about this, and Ryan brought up before we went to the break. And Ryan, I think there's really the importance of the running back is coming back in.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about that. I think that's more cyclical. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go back to the day. When I was a kid, you can ask people our age, right? You can ask people, you knew everybody's running back.
Yeah.
You knew Walter Payton was getting the rock 30 times a game. Billy or Barry were getting the rock. Tony Dorsett or
Bo
Emmitt
Jackson,
Smith were getting the rock. Yet that's just the way it was. I don't think we're going back to those days. Saquon's kind of the unicorn there, but the importance of the position as a whole, it's coming back, man. Make no mistake about that.
At one time, I would argue that running back was maybe more important than quarterback, just based on the style of play and how physical the game was back then. But you already know it's a copycat league, and over the last 20-plus years, this has become a passing league. Like, make no mistake about it. So the running back coming back is not a huge surprise because everything always regresses back to the mean. It's been such a passing-dominated league for so long. Having a good running back like a Saquon Barkley and stuff, that's rare to have, man. And now if you have those guys, you have to pay them, and you have to keep them on your roster because they are becoming more and more vital as the days go on.
Well, and the reality is, and I remember the Giants took a lot of shit for drafting Saquon to begin with, if you guys remember.
I remember, yeah.
Because the mindset was, all right, well, if the shelf life is 4 or 5 years, why are you going to draft a guy that 2 or 3 of those years we're going to be a shitty team, and he's already got 2 or 3 years of the wear and tear, and maybe 2 or 3 more years after that.
But was the shelf life on the running back, or was it the fact that these organizations were putting shitty offensive lines?
No question.
No question. You see the Lions, we have no problems running the ball
no doubt
we
about
have a great offensive line.
No doubt about it. And I understand the devaluing of the position, though. I do. I get it.
It's because it changed. The league changed.
There's 2 guys.
Yeah.
I got and how many times did we say this last year? There were some weeks you went into a game, and we would always talk about this on Fridays. When I was in with you and Neil and Spenny. Okay, this is a David Montgomery game.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a Gibbs game. Mm-hmm. This is the game. You know what? I'm going to start this game out. You are getting a steady dose of David Montgomery. I'm going to keep giving him the rock until you say we're going to stop him, Yeah. And so that's what's different. Saquon, again, is kind of like that unicorn. We aren't giving you a steady dose of Jahmyr Gibbs or a steady dose of Montgomery. I kind of like the 2-headed monsters, and I think what it's doing in turn is it's elongating a lot of these running back turns. Because when Joik Bell sat in this chair with me, I say it all the time. Joik made the decision to go to the Bears, okay? Mm-hmm. All right? I told him he was dead to me. And I really did. I said, well, we're not friends anymore.
Right.
And he's like, don't do me like that. I go, no, we're not friends. Once you're not a Bear anymore, I can be friends with you, but we're done, okay? Yeah. But how do you blame a cat? How do you blame a cat for paying his dues, getting that rookie contract, maybe 2nd or 3rd round where it's not that big,
right?
And he's got that one crack to get a big contract before people start to say, well, he's been in the league 5 or 6 years, now you're getting diminishing returns. I will never, ever shit on Joik or any other running back for making that type of decision.
No, as you shouldn't. And in Joik's case, he, like you said, 2nd or 3rd round pick, he wasn't even that highly touted. But for somebody like Saquon, and you make that kind of investment in, people look at you crazy. But it's all about what you do to facilitate your running back. Like, Saquon was facing 8 in the box every fucking play when he was a Giant. But you see when he goes to the Eagles, a competent franchise who has a competent offensive line, his whole goddamn trajectory changed. He's one of the best running backs, of this era.
Unbelievable.
Now.
No doubt about it.
It's crazy, but I think the importance on clock management has really it's starting to take hold again. And when you pass the ball, you stop the clock a lot. But if you have a dominant run game, you control the clock. 9 times out of 10, you are controlling the game, and that is a strong suit of what the Lions' offense looks like now.
No doubt about it. Hey, JB, I know we got to see what's trending, so we're gonna hit that when we come back. Before we break, where are we going right now?
My
I can
bad.
tell
Say
you
that
about
again.
Feldman.
Okay.
I can tell you about Feldman. Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. I bet there's one near you. Highland, New Hudson, Novi, Livonia, and Lansing. Yeah, the Larry Bird #1 finger is up. I can tell you from personal experience, we got the car there. This month's specials include, how about the 2025 Silverado 1500 Crew? Lease is only $189 a month. Man, I need myself a new truck. The 2026 Equinox LT lease is only $209 a month. This offer only goes to August 10th. So get your behind out to one of the #1 Chevy dealers in the Metro Detroit area, Feldman Chevrolet.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
And now it's time for the most electrifying segment on the internet. Bum, bum, bum. It's What's Trending with JB. Live on Wake Up Woodward.
Oh my God, it's him. It's Jeremy Bryant.
Come on, he did the full government. All right, what's going on, chat family? Ryan, I was able to find that fat kicker for you.
Okay.
One Mr. Joey Julius. Played
Isn't that
Penn
glorious?
State.
Look at that. Look at that guy.
Joey Julius. Man stats, he only played for 2 years, so freshman and sophomore year.
Holy shit.
And 83%.
Of course he played for Penn State.
Listen, can I say
kickoffs.
this? I want to make this public. If anybody knows him, tell him he has a lifetime pass to a barbecue at my house. Lifetime. Anytime you're in the area, and Joey come over, you and I are going to smoke meat and have a blast.
Is it because he laid out the Michigan player?
No, it's because he's a fat
real
kicker.
Feeling, Sean. Just tell me how you feel.
Look at that. Oh, is that glorious?
Yeah, no,
Even me being a Michigan fan, I thought it was awesome that I believe it was Jordan Lewis he may have lit up. But anyway, it was awesome to see.
Oh, isn't that glorious? All right, JB, what else you got?
Well, yeah, just check out Joey Julius out there.
He got a fat person's name, Joey.
Right?
Joey Julius.
Kid's called Orange Julius. That man, poor kid's getting shit his whole life.
He would have had a crazy NIL deal if NIL was a thing back then.
Oh.
He would have been wrecking millions.
Hi, I'm Joey Julius for Jersey Mike's. I
would have gone to Jersey Mike's immediately and bought one.
Like the giant one that they have. Oh my gosh,
that's hilarious.
Exactly. Shout out to him. Some news, you guys, from Uber. They are now allowing, or Uber will now let women drivers and riders request gender to avoid being paired with men.
Oh shit! The men is done became that much of sickos to where they gotta request genders now.
Yep.
Stop trying to hit on your goddamn passengers every time they get in the motherfucking car.
like what the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know, man.
You creep.
This generation, bro. I don't know. That's weird.
It's very weird, but now at least Uber's trying to be progressive about it, I guess you could say. That's a plus.
Man.
This happened over the weekend. I don't know if you guys plan on visiting Cedar Point anytime soon, but People had to be evacuated off of these Sirens Curse rides.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I did see this. This would make me never want to go on a roller coaster
This is that
again.
ride that like stops up in the air and then like tilts all the way down for the drop. So yeah, people had to be evacuated off of this ride.
That'd be so scary. So scary.
Yeah, nah, never. You'll never catch me dead on that motherfucker.
I love listen. I love the "fuck that" song.
Yeah.
Like when we come out with the Woodward Sports soundtrack, I want KG singing the "fuck that" song as one of the tracks.
That'll be the intro. That'll be the intro. I
Fuck
got
that. Fuck that.
you. Yeah, no, never.
Can I make a confession? I don't know if you're there yet, KG.
What?
At some point in time, Cedar Point starts hurting, and it starts hurting really badly.
Big facts. The last time I went there, I got on the Blue Street, which is one of the oldest roller coasters there, wooden tracks.
Yep.
I literally had back pain when I got off that motherfucker. It was not fun.
Listen, you laugh. I'm telling you, young man.
It will happen.
I took my kids there maybe 10 years ago, and I made the announcement. Like, I got off the Gemini, and I looked at them, and I said, "Are you guys having a great time?" And they're like, "Dad, we love going to Cedar Point." I go, "You better enjoy it, because I'm never taking you again."
Yeah.
I had chiropractor work for weeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it just does something to your body, dude.
Not,
it really
not
does.
to mention, you might fly out of one of the damn rides. The seatbelts be rising up and shit. Like,
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Yeah, nah, we ain't doing that. Sorry.
And finally, I will end what's trending with this, just because we were somewhat talking about this a little bit earlier. But former NBA player, one Mr. Dante Jones, got caught on a hotel camera.
Strong man is not built in peace.
Yeah, doing a good old.
He's forged in chaos.
Back there.
He's not the loudest in the room. He's the quiet one.
No, don't
Riding
do
in
it.
silence, carrying
Don't do it,
battles
kid.
no one sees.
Oh,
He
no, it's
doesn't
a
run
wall.
from pain. He walks through it.
Oh, that's tough.
The Smales kid.
Bro, the word of advice to everybody, as soon as you step out of the door of your home, there are cameras everywhere. So just be mindful of that. There is always a camera around.
Someone's always watching.
I'm going to give him a little bit more of a pass, and I'll tell you why. It goes back to what we were talking about.
After scratching his balls. He
listen.
touched the elevator button.
KG, listen. We have been at level 5 of Swamp Crotch.
Yo, that's
so
a
there's
fact.
something to be said for that, okay?
Yeah, but I'm not reaching midday.
No, I'm not
in my
going in.
swamp
No,
crowd.
I'm
I'll
not
wait till
going
I
in.
get home to sort that out. You rubbed it on the fucking
Dude.
wall, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Disgusting.
Come on,
That's
bro.
so gross.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my.
The fact that you played in the NBA is not gonna mean shit now once this video gets out. Like, I hope you married, because you getting tail at this point. After that, it's dead, bro. It's over.
He's cooked.
He better not pass me the
So
ball.
cooked,
Don't
bro.
pass me the ball.
Oh my god.
Do not pass me the ball.
Oh damn, I wanted to show
Oh,
Spinny.
yeah, I can put it back up there for Spinny. I'm sure he's seen it already.
Check my
though.
man's out,
Spinny, look
Dante
at-
Jones. This Dante Jones used to play in the NBA.
I feel bad for Blake Griffin.
Look at my man's
Dude,
dog.
come
All in it, bro. What, and
on.
smells.
You gotta
and
smell,
rubs the
and then you
wall.
wipe it on the wall.
Yes. The trifecta factor,
Even with Swamp Crotches being Swamp Crotch level at 5, you can't do that.
You can't do that,
You can't
man.
do that.
Wait till you get in the hotel room, big dog.
All right. Anything else, JB?
No, that's it. Shout out
All right,
to Gold
that'll
Crown,
do it
man.
for us. Listen, Ryan, great having you sit in the big chair today. Don't forget,
Love being here.
keep it on Woodward, locked in all day. You got Neil and Terry and the gang coming up at 11. You got Shep and Bray, of course, at 2 o'clock today. The heavyweights, you can't miss them. You never know what you're going to find with those cats. Hey, had a blast this morning. Thanks to the guys in the crew. Thanks to you guys as well. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. right here, Woodward Sports. Peace.
Peace.